Hello, Cleveland. Thank you so much for inducting Tautologic into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is really exciting, and I wish I could be there for the ceremony, but I'm sending this message instead. So I'm Daniel Veidlinger, and I was the bass player in Tautologic during those early years, 1998, 1999, when we recorded the album West is North and East is South. I'm really excited to be talking to you about it. So I was a student at the University of Chicago at the time. I was working on a PhD in Buddhism, and I finally graduated, and I work now as a professor of Buddhist studies at California State University in Chico. So I played the bass, and I lived in the house on Dorchester with Ethan Sellers and Pat Busby, where we had the kernel of the band gestating there. And it was a really exciting time. As you know, the songs are very complex, and it really pushed all of us to do our best and to figure out how to arrange everything and make it sound just right. And it was a really exciting time for me as a musician to really push myself to learn how to read music better, and of course to perform these songs live was not easy. You know, we would go to various bars in Chicago, the Elbow Room and others, and start setting up our kits. You know, the drums and the guitars would come out, and then our violin player and viola and cello would waltz in, and the sound man would be like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with this? Because it's not easy to mix like these loud rock instruments like drums and guitar with violin and viola. And of course the stage sound has to be just right, because since they are not fretted instruments, the only way that you can exactly know the right notes is you've got to hear yourself perfectly along with the music that you're playing with. So that was very complicated, and kudos to all the people who worked on the sound to make it work as well as it did. So it was a really exciting time. As you know, the songs are largely about life in Chicago. And it's interesting, I was a student, as I said, at the university there from 1995 till 2000, which is, of course, the golden years of the Chicago Bulls, which had probably the greatest reign of any basketball team in all of basketball history. And unfortunately, I never actually did make it out to any of the games during that period when I lived there. But I probably because I spent so much time practicing and playing with Tautologic. So it was, and I had a Rickenbacker black and white 4001 model, which of course was the model played by two of the twin towers of progressive rock bass playing, Christopher Squire and Geddy Lee. Geddy Lee of Rush and Chris Squire, of course, of Yes. And I got the bass at a used musical equipment store. It was a 1972 model, and it was really exciting to be able to play that kind of music with that bass. So I think that it's fantastic that people are still listening to Tautologic and they're still out there making new music. And congratulations to all of you who are still in the band and playing, and I want to wish you my best, and I'll be excited to hear the new songs. And again, thank you, Cleveland, for inducting us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I hope that the celebrations continue apace. Bye, everyone.